Good afternoon, everybody. It is 5:55 p.m. on July 8, 2023. I hope everybody's doing well. Welcome to all the newcomers. My name is Lorraine. This is Alternative Homesteading. Please hit the thumbs up. We're going to get into some stuff about my favorite Bureau of Instigation. That's right, folks. Well, speaking of my favorite Bureau of Instigation, I stumbled across a man named Kyle Seraphin. He is an FBI whistleblower, and he has a Rumble channel called The Suspendables because he was suspended from the FBI. He calls himself a recovering or recovered FBI agent, which is hilarious. Okay, so folks, so this is him right here. It's the Kyle Seraphin Show on Rumble. I apologize for the glare. I've got a little light here. So here he is. Vets as threats. We should question everything. Dude looks like a lady. Francis Fallen. So he basically has his own YouTube channel now. But I stumbled across him not from Rumble, actually. Or I should say not from his channel. But he was being interviewed by, I think, who was interviewing him? Alex Jones. Alex Jones was interviewing him. And I found his channel that way, so you might want to check him out. It's called The Suspendables. Recovering FBI agent, Kyle Seraphin. But okay, so let's get on to some information that I located on Quora by a man named Keith, who we follow each other. So now this is dated May 9th. So some idiot posted a question. Is gang stalking related to schizophrenia? You know that's a real perp question, right, folks? You can tell them a mile away. So he responds, gang stalking, domestic surveillance, is the NSA, CIA, FBI, and Homeland Security Cointelpro targeted individual gang stalking operations. These operations were carried out for decades in secrecy before they were exposed, proven to exist, admitted, and said to have been shut down by the FBI as they destroyed the evidence on the decades of crimes and murders they had committed and were never held accountable for. The official name used for the modern Cointelpro operations is, and you need to look this up, folks, IntelligenceLed or LED policing. IntelligenceLed or LED policing. This explains why these crimes are reported worldwide, as well as this explains the massive expansion of these operations post 9/11. It goes on to say, and he's got a video here of Trey Gowdy. I could provide the link. Domestic surveillance operations combine the community policing programs such as Neighborhood Watch, homeowners associations, church groups, corporate and private businesses with the local, state, and federal officials, the NSA, CIA, FBI that took part in the illegal Cointelpro operations, which ran for 3 decades in secrecy. You see, all of these people that I just named, they are taking part in an illegal program. That's your Neighborhood Watch. That's your Citizens Watch. That's your criminals on patrol, I call them. The mops and cops, the morons on patrol and the criminals on patrol. Your Citizens Watch, your Freemasons, your church groups. These are all people that are involved and know about that they're involved in an illegal Cointelpro operation, which ran for 3 decades in secrecy. The operations are carried out using the tactics and methods of the combined Cointelpro operations and the East German Stasi policing program, which enlisted civilians to target enemies of the state. And they, in parentheses, enemies of the state are considered activists and whistleblowers. I don't know where I fit in there, folks. I mean, I am those things now, but I certainly wasn't in 2012 when they placed me in this program. It's actually probably before that time. This network is exposed in the intelligence-led policing operations, as well as the crimes and tactics used are exposed in the illegal Cointelpro operations and the Stasi policing program. The Stasi policing operations were psychological warfare operations, which were devised to cause mental stress to targeted individuals. The FBI, CIA, NSA Cointelpro operations were designed to accomplish the same, and the American Psychiatric Association, shame on you, participated in providing misdiagnosis to those of targeted. Shame on you, APA. I am so glad I'm not a licensed psychologist. I would never license myself for you criminals. Why should anybody be licensed by the state? So the state can tell you what to do, like misdiagnose people who are targeted? Right. Ron Paul had a video, which obviously was taken down, that the FBI is designed time to spy on American civilians. The video here you can see was removed. So I went about going to, where is it? I wanted to ask AI, what is LED policing? Intelligence-led policing, ILP, is an approach to law enforcement that emphasizes the use of intelligence and data analysis to inform and guide policing strategies and operations. I mean, this is like an oxymoron, folks. I mean, isn't it true that most law enforcement have like really low IQs and some of them don't even pass their exams properly? I don't know. I'm a little confused. It involves gathering, analyzing, and utilizing information to proactively identify and address crime patterns, threats, and risks. Okay, now, they never outline what is a threat, what is a risk, and what types of crime patterns. Okay, so they use all this lingo, but they never define exactly what it is. So the key principles of intelligence-led policing include intelligence as a foundation. ILP places intelligence gathering and analysis at the core of policing efforts. Okay, so they're not fighting any crime. They're just gathering information, folks. That's why when they pull you over, they just want to ask you a lot of questions that they don't have, that violate your civil rights, right? It involves collecting data from various sources such as crime reports, intelligence reports, community input. Oh yeah. Nobody's contacted me for me to give any community input. I've got a lot of community input to give, let me tell you, folks. And other relevant information. It appears to be that they're very selective about the data that they're collecting from their quote-unquote various sources. They're very selective, right? So now there's the proactive approach. Rather than simply reacting to crimes after they occur, ILP focuses on identifying and preventing criminal activity before it happens. Oh, police, that is almost impossible. Seriously, folks, that is almost impossible. By analyzing intelligence and patterns, law enforcement agencies can anticipate crime trends and take proactive measures to deter criminal behavior. Yeah, right. I'm just going to say something. This intelligence-led policing by my favorite Bureau of Instigation and these law enforcement people. Let me ask you a question. With all this money that's doled out to the fusion centers, all these people, Has anybody stopped any mass shooter? Has anybody identified a mass shooter? Oh, well, yes, of course. My favorite Bureau of Instigation and others instigate innocent people who have very high IQs. They instigate them because they're experimenting on them with drugs and V2K and radio frequencies and EMF, electromagnetic fields. Yeah. They need to create the crime because these people are sick. They're depraved lunatics. They haven't prevented any crime. They're actually creating it. They're instigating it with their tactics. So that's the only way they'll be able to predict anything. These people are not psychic, right? They're criminals. Targeting high-risk individuals and groups. Okay, what's high risk? ILP recognizes that small number of individuals and groups often account for a significant portion of criminal activity. Yeah, I know. How about the FBI? Since all your whistleblowers coming forward are saying that you're criminals, that you place innocent people on watch lists, let's put your own selves on this high-risk group, right? By identifying these high-risk individuals and groups through intelligent analysis, law enforcement agencies can concentrate their efforts on disrupting their criminal operations and reducing overall crime rates. Yeah. Collaborative partnerships. Okay, this is where it gets really juicy, folks. The ILP emphasizes collaboration and information sharing among law enforcement agencies as well as with other stakeholders. What is a stakeholder? Somebody that's a financial stake? Stakeholders, such as community organizations, government agencies, and private entities. Oh, you mean like those private contractors? Or how about your buddies that want to place somebody that just kind of pissed them off? And they're going to pay you a little bit of money under the table and say, hey, could you just put that woman who won that lawsuit against me? Could you just put her on your list to be tortured? Yeah, we don't like her cats either. Can you just get her cats? And you know what? We know that she's got chickens now. Go after those poor little chickens. Because we've got to take care of our buddies at the private entities. Yeah, our buddies that we're connected to. So by pooling resources and expertise, agencies enhance their intelligence capabilities and address complex criminal challenges more effectively. Complex. This is all word salad. It's a word salad. Let's toss in a little little FBI, a little NSA, a little Freemason. Let's a little Satanist, Luciferian. How about a little symbolism? Let's put a little, I don't know. What else should we sprinkle in there? Intelligence capabilities. Evidence-based decision-making. ILP encourages the use of data and evidence to inform decision-making processes. By analyzing crime data, intelligence reports, and other relevant information, agencies can make informed decisions about resource allocation. Resource, okay? This is a good word, folks. Resource allocation. This is people and money. What is a resource? Right? They're paid informants. They're fusion center operatives. Resource allocation, deployment strategies, and crime prevention initiative. Like deployment strategies, like their private entities, their alliances with private contractors, private security firms, retired law enforcement that still have their security clearances, detectives, your criminals on patrol, your little weenie neighbors, that wannabes, the little wannabes. Oh, like I want to be a police officer, but I just never did. So can I help you, copper? Evaluation and continuous improvements. ILP promotes a culture of evaluation and learning within law enforcement agencies. There's nothing here about fighting crime, folks. There's nothing about the Constitution. There's nothing about supporting the Bill of Rights. There's nothing that remotely describes that. So it wants a promoted culture of evaluation and learning within law enforcement agencies. Hey, wait a minute. You're supposed to do that before you become a copper. You go to school before and you learn this stuff. And then you come and do your job. You're not on the job to collect evidence. For learning, a culture of evaluation and learning. What is this? Is like a statistics course? By monitoring the effectiveness of strategies and initiatives, agencies can identify areas for improvement, adjust their approaches, and continuously enhance their intelligence-led practices. The goal of intelligence-led policing is to enhance the efficiency and effectiveness of law enforcement efforts by focusing resources on the highest priority threats and risks. They never define what a threat or a risk is. Never. I have never seen them define a threat or a risk. Nowhere. By leveraging intelligence and data analysis. That's like with the fusion centers. That's when they send these losers out to comb through your belongings and say, oh, she's got little lace panties. We can tear those up when we want to torture her. Oh, she has cats. We can do a lot of fun things with those cats. Oh, she collects antiques. Wow. We can really torture her by etching symbols in her $15,000 antique armoire. Yeah. We can leverage our intelligence and data analysis by going into everybody's houses, finding out what they like, what they collect, how intelligent they are, what books they read. And based upon that, we will formulate our scripted torture program. And then we will involve everybody in the community and lie to them. We will lie because this is a Cointelpro slow kill program. So everybody's got their little hand in the kitty. It's human trafficking. Yeah, thank you, favorite Bureau of Instigation. So the goal of intelligence-led policing is to enhance the efficiency and effectiveness of law enforcement efforts by focusing resources on the highest priority threats and risks. How about rescuing all those trafficked kids? 800,000 children go missing in the United States every year. Why isn't that a high priority? Huh? Why? How about all the animals that are being tortured in laboratories? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know, you need the blood. You need the blood sacrifice for your little rituals. So by leveraging intelligence and data analysis, agencies can optimize their crime prevention and enforcement strategies, leading a more targeted, you like that word, folks? Leading to a more targeted interventions and improved public safety outcomes. Okay, folks. We need a group of people to go in and arrest all these people. I will post as much information in the description center as possible so you can reread this BS. So anyway, I highly recommend listening to the FBI whistleblowers, the recovering FBI agents who are called the suspendables because they're suspended from the FBI for speaking out against their illegal torture programs. I don't know. If you see something, say something. This is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading. If you see something, say something. Yeah, go report it to the FBI. Go report the hate crimes. You too could be hung up on by the FBI.